Hi everyone, today I'll take up a new question in chart work. This is a more basic question, just involves position fixing using bearings and determining the position of the vessel if you have bearings from two objects and then running the vessel for a certain course and distance and then getting new bearings of objects. Again, basic chart work questions. Don't worry if you don't have the chart, you will require chart number AUS 802. That is an Australian chart 802. Don't worry if you don't have the chart. Of course, if you have the chart, you can work the question with me. But if you don't have the chart, don't worry about it. Just look at the wording of the question. Try to understand the wording. Imagine how you would have done the question if you had the chart, and then compare your thinking with how I work out the question so that you can learn some basic chart work. So let's get to the question. And the question is very simple here. You need, of course, Australian chart 802. And the question is that a vessel observes Cliffy Island light bearing 082 degrees true and Rabbit Island bearing 335 degrees true. So you have two bearings given to you. The intersection of the two bearings should give you your vessel's position. You have to basically determine that vessel's position. But that is not the question here. The question is that the vessel then steers a course of 118 degrees true for 3 hours and 30 minutes at 6 knots. So you have the vessel's course and you have the vessel's distance. So how do you have the vessel's distance? Well, if you have the steaming time, which is 3 hours and 30 minutes, and you have the speed, then steaming time multiplied by speed will give you distance. So you know the basic formula, distance equals speed multiplied by time. So that will give you the distance. So if you steam the vessel from the position at a course of 118 degrees true, and you travel for the distance that you will have to calculate later, I'll show it to you how to do it, then you arrive at a new position. So what you have to find in this question is what is the range and bearing of a new lighthouse, which is called the Hogan Island Lighthouse, at the end of this run. All right, so let's get started and I'll show you how to solve this question on the chart itself, and you will get a better idea. But in the meantime, think about how you would have gone about solving this question. Think about it conceptually if you don't have the chart, and then compare it with my thinking. See you guys soon. All right, so the first thing you have to do in this question is you have to find the islands which are mentioned in the question. And if you're familiar with charts, it will be easy for you to find it. Otherwise, you'll have to look for it a little bit. So I've just made myself familiar recently with this chart, so I'm aware of where the islands are. And I will find them. But if you're not, just look for it and you will find the islands. So the first island is the Cliffy Island light, which is bearing 082 degrees, and then we have the Rabbit Island, which is bearing 335 degrees. All right, so I can see the Cliffy Island is here, and I can see the Rabbit Island is somewhere here. Now again, in these questions, if you have a light, you draw the bearing from the light. If you don't have a light, like you don't have the Rabbit Island, we normally take the center of the island and we draw it from the center of the island, or the most protruding feature of the island, which is easily detected by the radar. That is the feature we take. So normally the most protruding part of the island is the this part here in this case, and that is the most noticeable part, so we'll draw the bearings from there. All right, so we'll start with Cliffy Island, which is bearing at 082. So all I have to do is basically put my parallel ruler at 082. I always use the inside edges of the parallel ruler. I've said that before, because the inside edges gives me more accuracy, and again, my use of parallel ruler schools have become a bit slow, but I will work with it. So we have Cliffy Island, which is bearing 082. So I will draw 082 from the light which is marked on Cliffy Island. So I will draw 082 here. And then we have Rabbit Island, which is bearing 335. So I will put my parallel ruler on 335, and again I'm using the inside edge of the parallel ruler, and I will draw the bearing from the most protruding part of the Rabbit Island, because like I said before, we don't have any lights there, so that will be the part which will be first detected by the radar. So I will put it here, and I'll show it to you later on, don't worry. I have drawn a line here, so you can see I have drawn it from the most protruding part. You may differ from me a bit, but more or less we get an idea of the position. So you've got two position lines from two separate islands. The intersection of that gives me a position. So that is my fix, that is where my vessel is. And then the question says that the vessel is steering 118 degrees true, and I'll come to the distance later on. So 118 degrees true, I will again measure 118 degrees true, here. So from here I'll be measuring 118 degrees, and of course I will be drawing it towards the sea, not towards the land. So if you have any doubts on is it 118 or 118 plus 180, that is 298, don't have those doubts. In this case, of course, you'll be going towards the sea, and you draw it from your position. So this is about 118, right? So you draw it here and you keep going here, right? So you have gone 118 degrees. That is your course, that is 118 degrees. So on the chart we normally mark it like that, and then we also write the distance. So in this case the question says that your vessel was steaming at 6 knots, and you went for 3.5 hours. So 3 hours and 30 minutes is 3.5 hours. So your steaming time is 3.5 hours. So 3 hours 30 minutes is also written as 3.5 hours, and you were going at 6 knots, right? So that will be 6 knots for 3.5 hours. So that will give me 21 nautical miles. So distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. Your speed is 6 knots, time is 3.5 hours. What you get is 21 miles. So what I'll do is I'll just measure 21 miles. So if I can't measure 21 miles at one go, I'll measure it in 2 goes. So what I'll do is you can see I've come here on the corner of the chart here to measure my distance, and this is so I don't want to make a hole. My table is not big enough for the chart, so I've got 15 and 5, 10. So this is about 15 nautical miles. So I'll measure 15 nautical miles first, and from here I measure 15 nautical miles first, okay, and then I will measure 6 miles more. So I've got 6 miles more to measure. So what I'll do is I'll come to the edge of the chart here, and I will measure 6 miles from the chart. All right, so I'll go 6 miles more from my chart, and that will give me 21 miles in total, right? So this becomes the distance up to which I have traveled, 6 nautical miles, so 21 nautical miles, sorry. So this is 118 degrees true multiplied by 21 nautical miles. That is the distance I have traveled in 3.5 hours. All right, so that is now the final part of the question. Is you have to just find the range and bearing of HOGAN light from the end of this run. So the run finishes here. This is my position after 3.5 hours. So all I have to do is HOGAN lighthouse is somewhere here. So this is your HOGAN Island, and this is the light. So I will measure the bearing from the HOGAN Island light. So all I have to do is put my ruler here on the HOGAN Island light and join it with the position. So basically I'm joining the position with the HOGAN Island light in one light, but I'm using the inside edge of my parallel ruler. All right, so my HOGAN Island light, that is so I have to get the bearing from my vessel to the HOGAN Island lighthouse. So my bearing that I'm getting, if I look at the inside edge, it's about 158 degrees. All right, so it's about 158 degrees. This is the bearing I'm talking about. So if you look at it, I have to see where the bearing is, somewhere here, but I always use the inside of my parallel ruler. I've told you that before, the inside edge of the parallel ruler, and if I read it carefully, it's 158 degrees. So 158 degrees is the bearing. Now you might ask me, why is it not the upper bearing 338? Because you have to get the bearing of the light from the vessel. So this is where your vessel is. This is your vessel. So you have to see how the light is bearing from your vessel, not the other way around. That is why it is 158. So you are bearing this bearing here from the light is about 158 degrees, and the distance we can just simply measure it by getting the distance of the light from the vessel, coming to the edge of the chart again, and this is about 5.1 nautical miles. So if I measure it from the chart here, you can see that there is 5, so this is 10, this is 15, so there's 5 miles in between, and I'm just over it. So about 5.1, 5.2 nautical miles. So my distance will be 5.2 nautical miles. All right, so that's it. That's the question. It's a simple question. I just thought I'll show it to you so that you get an idea of how to solve such questions. If you get a question, this is a basic chart work question, nothing too complicated here, but it's a good way to start your chart work. So don't worry about not having this chart, but if you get questions which are framed like this, the wording similar, you can always solve it using the method I have. Just remember the bearings, how the bearings are supposed to be measured, which way your vessel should be going. These are little things that you have to take note of, how you measure the bearings, whether it's towards the sea or whether you bear it towards the land. So these are some of the things you have to watch out for. I'll stop the video here, and all